What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, weirdos? It's your boy Raindrop, Raindog, Range Rizzle, and my co-host, co-captain, Cole, Conspirator, Uncle Juju.
What is up, babies?
Welcome back to BXTV, aka Back from Hell, your Spotify and YouTube podcast where you didn't know everything you needed to know. From your two boys, you already know we're live every Friday and Saturday over on Twitch at BrainDeadXTV at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can go follow us there and yell, ramble, all that bullshit in the comments live. Do it with us, join us. You know what I mean? It's a good, fun time. Uh, this is our first time using StreamYard. We're gonna upgrade it. It's gonna get better. Juju's camera hasn't been acting well in Discord, and I want to be able to share stuff with you guys and show you things. So deal deal with me this time around. I promise it will get better. It's a learning curve for both of us. So with that all being said though, everything else is still the same. You know what I mean? Gravy and beans, you know what I mean? British breakfast. We're we're kicking it hard to the gut, baby. Um, I don't know why the British eat like that for breakfast, but it
Dude, you read
is.
my mind.
You know what I'm saying?
The worst fucking I'm like, worst fucking thing to have in the morning. That's what they have. It's fucking beans. I don't get it.
You know what I mean? But we'll shit talk other things throughout the pod, but if you guys don't know, the first thing we like to do here every week is comic book of the week. That is basically where we take a comic book that is brand new from this week. We put or last week for you guys. When you see this, it'll be from last Wednesday. So yeah, basically it came out April 24th on Wednesday. But basically take a comic book, put on a chopping block from 1 to 10. That is for the story and the art, and we basically break it down if it's worth the hype or if it's worth putting on your pull list. You know what I mean? We're not really talking about covers here. There's better people to listen to talk about covers, this, that, and third. But we're just kind of here to talk about whether or not you should add it to your pull list at your local comic book shop or your Comixology, whatever fucking bullshit it is on Amazon Kindle that Juju be using. Because if you have kids and you work a lot and it's hard to get out there, you got to read online. But he still buys the books. He's still supporting the creators. He's doing it. He's making sure.
Still pay my $4.99. Don't worry.
Yeah. His read counts, as they like to say. You know what I'm saying? But no, this week we have something really fucking fun. I was looking forward to this. This was really up Juju's alley and really up my alley these days because I'm getting more into crime noirs, mysteries, and horror stories rather than superhero comics. So if you're into indies like Image and stuff like that, I mean one of the bigger indie publishers, but if you like Image, Skybound, you know, Robert Kirkham and all them and what they're doing, I think you'll really dig this. Or if you just like Universal Monsters, you'll really dig this. Or if you like crime mysteries, I think you'll really dig this. It's a lot of different things all in one. So I think that's what's fun about this. And the art was great. So let's get into it. Off rip, we have Universal Monsters, the creature from the Black Lagoon lives, number 1 of 4. Cover price $4.99. I got the 1 in 10. I got the 1 in 10 variant. I've been showing this off all week on Twitch. Shout out Velocity Comics, fucking Jerry, Pat, Tanner, all those dudes. They're the mans. You know what I'm saying? They hook it up. So make sure you uh but yeah, dude, we were looking forward to this. There's some big names on this though. Dan Waters, Waiters, however you say it, Homesick Pilots, Lucifer, and then you got Ram V, the many deaths of whatever, Batman, Detective Comics. He also I read his Swamp Thing run recently. I talked about that on Twitch a while back. He did a like 18 issue something run on Swamp Thing. Um that was that alone was a very like trippy out there, like far out there experience. So when I saw him on this, I was like, all right, I'm sold. And then Matthew Roberts on the art, really want to shout him out because I think the art really like fit the story. Like it fit the vibe so well.
Oh, dude, 100 again, 100,000% correct on everything above. Um, honestly, I was going into this not expecting what we got.
Oh, no,
So
not at all. I didn't think it was gonna be like this like mystery crime story. And then like so basically to start it off,
yeah,
you guys give a shit. This detective like wakes up from like a dream of and talking about what drowning feels like. And long story short, this chick is hunting down some guy who tried to kill her, and he's an ex-marine who like apparently drowns people and shit.
yeah,
So, and there's also like this creature that people are rumoring about that like drowns people in the lagoon or river or whatever. And she basically thinks she found the guy. And long story short, she didn't. She found some other people because this guy that she's searching for almost killed her. So she's like having anxiety about it. And she basically falls in the river, and the creature from the Black Lagoon saves her.
yes,
And that's where it ends. But the cool thing, one of the fucking coolest things is when she's like walking through the forest. Like I'm just going over the story
yeah,
real quick because like
yeah, yeah,
I think like you guys should just go read it, and we're gonna highlight some things we really enjoyed and made this like a good book. Um, I think one of the coolest things is if you look in the background
yep,
when she's like creeping on the river, the guys with the body in the boat. Um, she is. You see the creature from the Black Lagoon's shadow like moving, and then in the last panel it has like the sound. But if like I saw it before the sound, and I was wondering how many people read this and were just stony baloney and didn't notice that the creature from the Black Lagoon is like following her actually.
Oh, I it took me a second. I saw it in the second panel, and I had to backtrack, and that was one of those things that was like knocked it out of the park as far as like the art. This
Yeah, dude, because they're
I'm
kind of
not gonna
telling.
jump the gun on that, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but the other thing is, so if you guys want to know, the guy she's hunting, the way they describe the reason it's so like crime noir and mystery is like they're making it sound like this guy could be the creature from the Black Lagoon. But then the creature saves her, and you're like, why would the creature save her if the guy tried to kill her recently? You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, is it, or like does this guy like throw people in the river and then the creature just kills them, or is it just like a so happened crazy coincidence that because like I
yeah.
don't I don't know, man.
Well, one of the things that I think I remember them saying, like when they pulled up the body, was that like the creature fills them with sand and says like when he takes them, he like takes them down and like doesn't give them back.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
like there was something weird about that body and the fact that they were gonna take it out of the village, and you don't really know where it ends up going, but who know, there's so many that's
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think truly at the moment, I think the guy who's on the run, low key, has nothing to do with the creature from the Black Lagoon, and I think
yeah,
the guys on the boat are feeding the creature from the Black
yeah,
Lagoon. Like, I think somebody is paying off the morgue that she tried to pay off to get the body
yeah,
because they said there was a higher bidder and it was those dudes. So I think there's somebody who is like doing something with it because it says the creature from the Black Lagoon lives. So, like, I don't know if that's like, you know what I mean? Like, is there something to be played on that name? I don't know. But dude, straight up, as soon as I opened it, those first couple panels in that
yeah,
dream, I was like, yo, this is fucking fire. Like they are walking the motherfucking dog with these universal stories. Like, I need
yeah,
to go get the Dracula one because I slept on Dracula and I heard Dracula was fucking great. So, and if you're fucking, we're both vampire sluts. We got
oh,
to admit it. We have to admit, dude. I told you I watched 30 Days from Night, and you about shit your pants with an orgasm because you were like, "Oh my god, he watched that without me having to tell him to." Like,
let's be honest, we were both team Edward, fuck Jacob.
Like I don't know though, man. It's so good. Like I love Blade. I love all that shit. Like the current Blade run, if you guys don't know, ended at 10, but you got to go get those trades or wait for a hardcover to come out because that definitely needs to be on your like you need to go to your LCS or go on whatever site and tell them like, "Yo, I want Blade." Like I want the because there's one trade out and there's going to be one more trade. So there's either going to be two trades or one hardcover. So you either wait for the hardcover or get the two trades now and read it, or pay for it online and read it, whatever. That's probably the easiest way to go. But back to Universal Monsters.
Yes.
They're doing their thing, man. Like I think this checks all the boxes. I think like you said last night before the pod when we were just talking or after the pod on Twitch, we were saying like just from the cover, like you get so much like unique flair to the creature from the Black Lagoon, but it's still familiar. So that's
Yeah.
also a plus. I feel like a lot of old heads can jump on this story and like be into it. And I feel like as like a new reader like me,
Yeah.
I can be like, yo, I mean, I obviously know who the creature from the Black Lagoon is. I'm
Yeah.
28 years old. Like I grew up watching fucking black and white creature features before I could watch anything. You know what I mean? One of my earliest memories of horror movies is the movie with the giant ants on the island.
Yeah. What was it? Them or
Yeah, some
yeah,
shit like that, dude. And that scared
or
the fuck
infrared
out of me.
scans.
That scared the
Oh,
fuck out of me.
can I just throw a shout out to you that we are using the actual name, which people will say that like his name is Gilman. No, it's the creature from the Black Lagoon. He is
Yeah,
an
no, like
evolutionary offshoot of like whatever, and he just happens to be an aquatic humanoid. It has nothing to do with like him being part fish, part man, you know.
oh no, 100%.
So like I got to shout out Rainey for that one because like it's always been the creature from the Black Lagoon. That's his name in my opinion. Yeah.
I mean, that was it for me too, because just like as a kid watching the black and white movie, like that's just like what I remember it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they
Like,
always refer to it as the creature
yeah,
or
no,
like the thing or whatever, you know.
it's when you buy a NECA figure, it says the creature from the Black Lagoon. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so there's no real arguing it. But yeah, dudes, I think if you're into crime stories, you're into mystery, you're into creature features, I think you should definitely pick this up. It's only one of four, so it's going to be 4 issues long, and I think it's gonna really like pick up in a good like in a way it should. But I'm very excited. Like, I can't wait to see what they fucking do with this, and I can't wait to see the other Universal monsters we get after this. Like,
Oh yeah.
this
Um,
made me. We got to do a Dracula review. It's only 4 issues. We just read that over the week, run that shit back on here, bam.
absolutely.
Because
I'll bet my bottom dollar that one of them is going to be either a Frankenstein or a Wolfman that's coming down the pipeline. They
I
have
really,
one
can
of
I be
those.
honest? You're gonna be surprised. I really want a Frankenstein.
Yeah.
I really want a Frankenstein done by them because I think it'd be fire. I think it'd be so fucking good, dude. But yeah, put it on your pull list. I give this a straight up 10 for first issue, art and
Yeah.
story. It hit all the boxes. It left me with plenty of questions and a few answers. You know what I mean? Like it it
Eh,
it it, it has you really like ready for issue 2, but you know enough to be like, all right, like we can talk about this. We can break it down a little bit, you know? Like, why did
It's
he save her? Like, you know, like why the fuck did the creature save her? Like, we have no idea. Like, what like can he like
um,
feel something or
you know, I mean, he did fall in love with the blonde chick in the original black and white movie. So like
yeah,
I think
true.
it might be one of those things where it's like who is the monster and who's the man, you know? Like
True.
because
True.
if you think about it, when she said creature monster, it's the same thing.
Yeah, no,
You
this
know?
all right. Yeah, that'd be a weird baby. that this thing plus her. That, I mean, she was a blonde.
I.e.,
It was a blonde chick.
yeah,
I mean,
i.e.,
look at
the
this
shape
cover.
of water.
That's the 1 in 10. I mean, the covers are all sick, like the
Yeah,
black and white, like, and then just the blank. My favorite is probably the cover A.
yeah,
This one, and this one, the 1 in 10. I pre-ordered the 1 in 10 because, like, I usually don't care about incentives because they haven't been like they're not usually like worth the extra money to me, like because they're not that crazy looking.
yeah,
But this one just felt like old school creature from the Black Lagoon movie poster. I was
yeah,
like, I would I almost want to grade this one just so I can put it up on my wall and it like look like pretty. I don't care if it's ever worth a fuck ton of money or
yeah.
not. I just want to display this thing and the glory it should have. Cuz wait, cover C, I don't know who did. Alex Ross was on one of these. Oh, that's crazy. But
To
go
say
ahead.
one of the things that I appreciate about this cover that you have on here is that that looks like something that like a piece of art you would find in like a cryptid like encyclopedia or something, you know,
Oh,
like
this one right here.
yeah,
Yeah, like
you
the
know, like
water underneath.
amateur, like the
Yeah.
amateur sketch, and then they like clean it
Yeah.
up.
I mean, dude, it's sick though.
Yeah,
Like I don't know. That's like I think that's like another thing. Like I just really like the creature from the Black Lagoon's design all around, like old school, new school. Like I think his design is super fucking dope. So you could just feed me whatever, and I'm like, yep, I I think that's why I like Swamp Thing, because I think Swamp Thing's design, no
yeah,
matter like what era it is, like he just looks fucking cool. And then once you start reading Swamp Thing, it's like, oh my god, this is like a very in-depth, like spiritual journey kind of fucking thing.
Excuse
Bless
me.
you. Like
Thank you.
I don't think people who've never read Swamp Thing realize what they're getting into when they start reading it. Like it's not this like like I don't know what I expected, but like I feel like it's like just like especially the newer run I was telling you about. That shit was just like a
Yeah.
fucking DMT trip half the time I was reading it. I was like, what the fuck? But but yeah, dudes, add it to your pool list. It's really fucking good. Me and Juju highly enjoyed it.
Yes.
Um, yeah,
Oh.
fucking
Two things though, real quick. This screams adaptation. Like I would like something either condense all four into a movie or like a mini series because like I feel like this has the pop. And also, out of all of the Universal monsters, I always felt like the creature from the Black Lagoon was the most plausible.
all
You know,
right. All right, yeah.
um, I don't know. That's it. That's my 2 cents on that. But 10 all around.
All right, no, for surely. I'm here for it. I definitely add it to your pull list. Get at it, boys. Get to it. And just so you guys know, it May is coming up. This should be out by May. So we're doing a little fun thing called Michael Bay May. Um, we are discussing first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 2014. So let's get fucking right into this, my boys. Uh Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out August 8th, 2014. If you guys don't remember, this movie was not received all that well.
No, no. The fact that it got a sequel surprised me.
Yeah, you know. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I thoroughly believe the sequel. Oh, fuck me. Sorry, guys. I thoroughly believe the sequel is way better than the first one. Like,
Okay.
I, 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 we'll get into it. Oh, fuck. I gotta click off that. Can't show the trailer. Um, But yeah, Ninja Turtles 2014, Michael Bay May, baby. Megan Fox plays April O'Neil.
Yes.
You
Will
know,
Arnett is in it as not
yes.
Casey Jones.
Yeah, no. Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no, dude. I don't know, dude. I I have some tiffs about it, but overall, I don't hate it.
No,
I enjoy it. You know what I mean? My girlfriend's biggest complaint was that most of the turtles don't sound like teenagers, which I kind of agree with.
they're not played by teenagers. So
No, I know. Juju, obviously. Thank you, Captain Obvious. We're all aware of that. But the point being is they're teenagers in the movie, so they should be played. The only one that sounds like a teenager is Donatello and Michelangelo. Like, they're the only ones that Michelangelo sounds more like a teenager than any of them, but the rest of them sound like 30-year-old grown fucking men. So I don't know what the fuck happened there, but that, and I think the intro, I think it took way too long for them to show the Ninja Turtles in the beginning of the movie. I think that was a bad call. I think waiting 15, 20 minutes, almost 30 minutes to like actually show like the full, and they don't even really show them. They just show them like fighting in the subway.
yeah,
I think that was kind of a mistake. I think we needed more because like in the second one, spoiler alert, it's off rip, just fucking fire ass turtles. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
and but like it was good though, man. I mean, it felt like modern age Ninja Turtles. It doesn't look terrible in my eyes.
No.
Like I think the CGI was pretty fucking good.
Oh, dude, like that was one of I was thinking about it as I was watching the end actually, was that like as far as live action Ninja Turtles go, I think this is the best we're gonna get. I think this well get
Because Last Ronin's
this
coming out,
yeah, yes. Well, not the best we're gonna get.
but the best we have
But
live
this is
action.
exactly.
Because, dude,
100%.
the only reason you would say the '90s movies are better are for nostalgic factor. Like
Yes.
nostalgic wise, yes, they hit the head for like Saturday morning adventure Ninja Turtle cartoon. You know what I mean? Like it hits that on the goofy scale, but this kind of like actually made it like badass again to be into Ninja Turtles in my eyes. Like because
Yeah.
I saw this in theaters, and I remember when I saw the second one in theaters, and I remember when I saw that I was like 16 or 17, maybe even older, like 18, 19. And I was like, yo, this is kind of fucking sick. Like, but the first one, I definitely think Megan Fox also like she was a little campy, a little too campy in the beginning of it. She got her footing right towards like the middle of the movie, but she kind of was like, which I get it. It was a kid's action movie. Like it needs to be somewhat campy and whatnot. But I feel and Will fits right in. Like he fits right in.
Uh I mean he's always good as like a secondary comic relief guy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's 100% what he is. You should see him in
Yeah.
the second movie. Just get ready. Get ready.
like
We're not. I don't think we're gonna do the second one next weekend. I think we're gonna change it up and do something else because there's
yeah.
only 2 of the movies or whatever. So we're gonna save the second one for like the end of the month. But yeah, dude. I also really like that they kept the slight adult humor here and there.
Oh,
Like when Mikey brings April to the sewer and he's like, welcome to my crib, or baby, or whatever the fuck he says. And he's just like, and she's like, she sniffs and she's like, are we in a sewer? And he's like, no, yeah. It's just like, I don't know, dude. It was funny, man. That was one of the best things. It was funny as shit, like when it
yeah.
needed to be. And the action scenes actually went kind of hard. Like when Splinter fights Shredder for the first
Yeah.
time, like Splinter is beating all of those little fucking foot soldiers' asses or whatever, the hand, foot, whatever. He's beating the shit out of them, dude. Like, he's using his tail, going crazy. Like, oh my god.
And, dude, just the fucking shredder suit.
Oh yeah, the shredder suit
was
goes crazy.
so
It's like
fucking cool.
it's like 15 fucking knives on each hand, and they shoot and they come back like
And they
like
come back.
magnetic.
Yeah, it's and like
I think that's what you need to do though. Like that's what they did in the new movie, in the new animated movie so well. You keep certain things and then you give your own twist on some old stuff.
yeah,
Like that shit makes it so much more fun in my eyes, because you're just like, I don't know. And I mean, let's look at the turtles here real quick. We got Michelangelo. He just had, I like that you can't see it in this picture, but he has the puka shell necklace on the whole movie.
yeah.
He has a fucking puka shell necklace, and he has the little electronic skateboard with the rocket. Donatello, this was one of the first times in TMNT when I saw this coming out that I was like, I'm a Donatello fan. Like, I thought a lot of people hate this character design. I think it works so well for the time of period it came out in. 2014. Everybody's tech weeb. Everybody's getting into streaming, doing this, that, and the third. And I think they did him so fucking well. That was, and like, let's keep going through. I think they did all the turtles. Like Raph was just like his character arc so good in this and the second one. Like like they do him so well. Oh, that's a different movie. For some reason they don't show Leonardo. Leonardo has this cool ass like bone fucking thing, like shield chest plate.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It was sick, man. And I don't know.
Like, they don't show it on here, but I really like Shredder's not Shredder, Master Splinter's design, and I like how they
I
tried
can
to
pull it up.
they tried to get away from the Jim Henson one from the 90s. So they made it more dynamic and like you gave him a top knot and a fucking like robe and shit.
And the Fu Manchu.
Yeah.
The long ass the long ass Fu Manchu, bro. Hold up. I got a great picture right here. I got a great fucking picture. I mean, me and my girlfriend were making fun of it when he meets April for the first time. And right here, the Fu Manchu.
Yeah.
When he meets April, I was like, bruh, I would throw up. I'd be like, get this 5'5" fucking stinky wet rat the fuck away from me, bro. I know his ass is stinky. Unless he's taking regular showers, he's an overgrown rat, bro. There is no shot this man smells like fucking Head and Shoulders at the least.
I'm half Italian. That fucking thing has got plague, man. That thing has plague written all over it. Like,
no wonder they're always hunting them down for their blood.
Oh, dude.
They don't realize maybe whoever's writing it is writing the Ninja Turtle stories from the wrong point of view. Maybe the real story is they're not trying to make a mutant army. They're trying to just fix a plague that they started. Yeah. Like, bro, England is not doing well in this TMNT universe. No wonder they're never there. It's just gone. God, Splinter's family took that out. No, but back to the movie. It's good. I mean, let's look at fucking Shredder 2014.
Yeah.
TMNT. Oh, what the fuck? Oh yeah, here we go. Is that the same one? No.
No. I think the one that says HD is from the movie.
TMNT 2014. It is. That was the right one. I'm pretty sure. Either way, he has a ton of fucking blades, dudes. He goes fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
And then like they had the whole plot about releasing the virus into the air and using the mutagen to like sell it off as a cure. So you have like corporate intrigue.
Yep.
And also, here's the plot twist. No Skybeam in this movie, which is always great. Poisonous cloud, a little bit more threatening in my opinion. But, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I'll give you that. I don't know though, man. I think they did well with what they have. I don't think it I think this kind of like leads into our next topic, which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem is getting a TV show. I don't think this movie was as impactful as that show and movie is gonna be.
Yeah.
Like, I think Mutant Mayhem is the next big TMNT like thing for kids, especially. Like, I just completed my 4 Turtles collection of from the movie. I have all 4 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from Mutant Mayhem now, like set up on my shelf.
Oh fuck yeah, nice.
Because I loved the movie so much that I was like, I need to have all 4 versions of those turtles. Like, I don't want I want to get old ones as well. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I really just wanted to make sure I had ones from Mutant Mayhem because I just thought that movie was so unique, so funny, so good. Like that, I want to do my part, man. And I want people to know when they come and look at my collection, like, I fucking love that movie. I also got the movie poster. Didn't I give you one or no?
No.
Okay.
Um honestly though, one thing that just to compare and contrast, because like you did mention Mutant and Mayhem, the turtles themselves in that movie, they also talk like the actual teenagers like actually speak in real life. Whereas
Oh, especially now.
kind of felt that even in 2014 you could kind of tell that it was like a 30-year-old's impression of what a teenager would talk like.
Oh no, yeah, and that's where Mutant Mayhem succeeds so well is they got actual teenagers to voice it. They have Seth Rogen making it. So
Yeah.
like and he's with the times and all that shit. I mean, like the best example of Mutant Mayhem is that whole scene where he talks about Riz. Like where they're talking
Yes.
about his Riz. Like that scene was so fucking funny, dude. And like it was genuinely like I was belly laughing. Like that I remember we pulled up, me and Chris, we smoked 3 spliffs, and when we were getting out the car, I was putting one out in the parking lot. So I was stoned to the bone. I was belly laughing that whole movie, bro. Like you could not get me to stop laughing. I thought that shit excuse me. I thought that shit was so funny. Like I think it's a really good like
Yeah.
sit at home, get stoned like while you're smoking, watch that movie. Like if you're just trying to like
And also like Mutant Mayhem, one thing that like always kind of bothered me about these movies is that like the original was that he Splinter was a pet rat of a guy who was like a martial artist in Japan, and he got killed by the guy who became Shredder. So like he gets moved to New York, gets covered in the mutagen, whatever, teaches everybody what he learned from his blood. But it's still like you have the judo doing rat in the fucking cage. So like it just didn't make sense. And then like this one, it was like he was owned by April O'Neil, and they were doing genetic experiments, and that's how. And like he picked up a book on ninjutsu and like read it, and then like teaches them how to do it.
Well, that's happened in the comic before.
The one from Mutant Mayhem seemed more organic and like therefore more realistic in my mind.
Well, okay, so the one we watched, that origin has happened in comics.
Yeah.
And then the Mutant Mayhem one, they kind of put their own twist and spin on their origin. And that's what I'm trying to get across. And I think like some people are missing when I'm yelling this from the rooftops is that they did something so organic and unique with that movie, from the animation style to
Yes.
everything else, that that's why it's so good and perceived so well, is because we're getting something we're familiar with, but we're also getting it delivered to us in such a new fashion. And
Yeah.
that's why that movie delivers so fucking well. I mean, Jackie Chan kills it as Splinter, and John Cena, everybody else that's in it, dude. Fucking Hannibal Buress, fucking, I mean, Ice Cube as Superfly. Superfly. So I think the only other, I mean, I think the only other figures from Mutant Mayhem I'm gonna get are Superfly and Splinter.
Yeah.
Cause like maybe Bebop fucking Rocksteady, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to get too deep into it. I just kind of want the main people. But Superfly was one of the best things that Superfly's introduction to the movie is hands down one of the greatest cartoon introductions to a villain ever. Like him pulling up in the ride, them in their car, like the whole thing was just fucking great. Like, shout out to Seth Rogen and everybody who worked on Mutant Mayhem. I think everybody needs to see that. I might even rewatch it tonight because it's so fucking good. I'm lying. I'm gonna watch Shogun.
Honestly, I'm probably gonna go to bed, but then I'm gonna end up watching something tomorrow, something nerdy. I need to
All right, all right.
refresh my batteries. I can't watch any more reruns of Will and Grace.
Yeah, no, I've been on that Shogun kick. Like that shit has been that shit. It's kind of a slow burn, so like episodes feel a little longer than they are because you're reading so many fucking subtitles. Like holy shit, and it's not just like 3 words. It's like fucking
It's like a fucking
sentence,
yeah,
yeah, paragraph of shit.
important.
Yeah, and it's all real fucking important. So you're like, I can't not pay attention. Like, god damn it, my ADD kicks in. But it's really good. I highly recommend it, dude. I think everybody should watch it.
And also like with the whole subtitle, so like shout out to FX for doing a show like that where it is going to appeal to an international audience because of the fact that it is multilingual. And like they trust their audience to not be stupid and have the Japanese people speaking English. Like,
Oh, dude, it works out. Like you need to watch it because like the way it works is like they have like one interpreter, and like there it's pretty much half and half, half English, half Japanese. Like, so if you were watching it in Japanese, you'd pretty much just be reading the amount of subtitles I read anyway. Like, dead ass, man. Like,
didn't think about it that way, but you're right on that.
you gotta watch it and you'll tell me I'm wrong. I mean, dude, that, and I think everybody, if you want a good comedy, watch Twisted Metal. It's 30 minutes a piece. Some of them are like 26 minutes, 25. That shit was funny as hell. There's one episode I don't like. I thought it was lame, but other than that, I really enjoyed it.
That actually kind of seemed to be a universal consensus with people, is that there just was that one episode that not a lot of people liked.
Yeah, because it was like they were trying to build a story arc that they just didn't need to do. They were
Mm.
trying to do something with the car, and like it just like the way they did it wasn't the best, in my opinion.
It was almost
So
like kind of like how people felt about that episode of Stranger Things where they did like the backdoor pilot to the other mutants that are running around, like,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
people
yeah.
hated that episode. So like,
No, no, 100%. Same vibe, same vibe, same exact dance and number. But yeah. So I don't know, dude. I don't know. Uh, I think after I finish Shogun, I'm gonna start The Simpsons from number 1.
Oh my
And
god.
yeah,
I'll see you in 40 years.
yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot because
Kill
I saw a tweet about how they just killed off somebody who's been alive for 35 years on The Simpsons, and I
oh,
forget which. Yeah, so I was like, you know what, dude, I need to watch this all the way through. I've seen a lot of episodes, but I've never watched it start to finish.
shit. Fun fact for you, the Simpsons got their initial debut on the Tracy Ullman show when that was on Fox.
Didn't know that. Juju's
Yep.
Jewel, everybody. If you want to hear more jewels, every Friday and Saturday at the end of each show, Juju drops a random fact related to the show that nobody usually ever knows. So make sure you tap the fuck in on Twitch at BrainDeadXTV, 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Also, follow us on Whatnot at Fried Rainy. I'm going to be posting on there more. So,
There's actually a Treehouse of Horror where they go underground and you see things like various things that have been buried under like fucking Springfield, and one of them is the original designs of the Simpsons.
okay.
They
I
didn't
read.
start out looking the way that they did. They kind of evolved that way.
I got a Treehouse of Horrors compendium, and I read the very first one, and the shit was hilarious. Lisa gets a fucking plant. She tries to make it like a monster plant. Homer throws his toenail in it. It turns into a Homer monster plant, and then people start paying what's his name at the convenience store to feed the plant.
Who?
Yeah, they're paying him to feed it donuts. So then the cops and Homer like take out the plant because they don't have any donuts to eat, and then like they're all happy. It's like a whole thing, and Bart starts like she gets mad at Bart because he like steals her plant because it smells, and like he's
Yeah.
the one who originally gets people to start feeding it donuts. I don't know. It was funny. It was definitely like OG Simpsons vibes. Like I in the art. Like I got that Invader Zim comic. I love the TV cartoon adaptation comics because like the art is pretty much exactly like the show. So
Yep.
they all just feel like extended episodes or like just whatever, like prequels or continues of the show, like Batman Adventures and stuff like that, and Invader Zim. They're all like, from my knowledge, they're all their own stories. So like you get more of the show, but in like a reading format, and it's fun.
If you ever see a Fairly Odd Parents comic book adaptation, I would love to have that.
Okay. I will keep an eye out for it. It's probably, I could imagine they're probably a little pricey, but if I see one, I will let you know how much it costs, and we can.
You know, and that's also kind of the cool thing about like cartoons and stuff is that like eventually, like I'm pretty sure in its initial run, there's probably a Dexter's Laboratory comic book. There's
Yeah, I'm pretty
probably
sure.
uh there's definitely Powderpuff Girls comic books. There has to be. Um, you know, if it's an animated show, there's probably a comic book for it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Cartoon Network ones. I know that. Like, I have Samurai Jack #1.
Ooh.
Um, that one's fire. That's a pricey one. Once I got
Oh,
it for cheap. Shout out Velocity.
in a distant land, a a foolish warrior wields
Yo,
a magic sword.
fun fact, they have all of it on HBO.
Oh yeah, because Warner Brothers owns Cartoon Network.
Yeah, they have all of it on there. So we gotta do a Samurai Jack episode.
Oh god, yeah. I even want to get into like the later episodes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
That came
I
out.
think we need to do what we did with Teen Titans, but actually finish it. I think we need to do a review for each season of Samurai Jack.
Yeah, and those episodes are very fucking short.
Yeah, no. So I'm down. But dudes, it's been a good time talking turtles, talking creatures, mutants, all that shit, and comic books. But this is where me and Juju wrap up the show. So just remember, drop a subscribe, drop a like. We'll see if we keep using this format. I kind of like it, but I got to get used to it. But let me know in the comments if you like the old format better, if you like StreamYard. But yeah, remember, never offended, always recommended. Gigi, you got anything to say?
Be good to one another. Take care, and don't let anybody ever drive your car.
Yeah. Sound like some personal thing going on there. But yeah, like Gigi said, man, later, my dudes. Peace.